Oh, well, it's so nice to have you here, Kristen. Welcome
Thank
to the
you.
Wellness Crew podcast.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
I'm just so excited to have you here to share your journey and what's kind of led you to, where you are now. The founder of Bella Oils. So I'd love to start off, if that's okay, if you shared your journey with chronic fatigue syndrome and how it got you to this point now in your essential oils business.
Sure. So I was first diagnosed with CFS or chronic fatigue syndrome 14 years ago. And since then, I've just learned so much about changing my lifestyle dramatically and the benefits of doing that for my body. So, I tried so many different treatments and medications, and I don't know how much your listeners know about CFS, and I also have fibromyalgia now as well. So I'm kind of juggling the two, and there's not really a cure for either of them. So essential oils has always been something that I've come back to, and something that supported me along the way through this journey, and that's how I got so attracted to using them, because they were just easy to implement throughout the day. And then I started making blends for friends. And, my first product I ever made was a happy spray, because I'm always, all about positivity. And I remember,
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Spraying it in my office years ago, and everyone just coming to borrow it. And I'm like, why don't I just start making these products?
Yeah.
I love helping others. It fills my cup. And I have such a passion to help others, but also to help people specifically with blind illness, because I know how challenging it
Mm.
is myself.
Yeah.
Um, and it doesn't have to be CFS. It can be anxiety, depression, insomnia, so many other things that people suffer from these days. And I wanted to be able to support them. So
Yeah. So
yeah.
do you mind going into like what is chronic fatigue syndrome? Because I'd never I've heard of it, but I didn't really know much about it until we met. I'd never known anyone with it. So do you mind sharing a little bit like what is it?
Yeah, sure. So it has a long fancy name of um, myeloencephalitis, I think, and it's a neurological disorder, and basically it causes me endless fatigue, endless pain, brain
Mm.
fog, and it's different to the normal tide that. It's not a competition, I
Mm.
know, but it's so different to the normal
Yeah.
tide that I used to feel years ago. And it's so relentless. Like I'm quite fortunate that I only need 1 day sleep, like one sleep during the day, and that's for 1 to 3 hours a day. But
Yeah.
there's 25 percent of people diagnosed with CFS that are bedridden.
Oh my
So
goodness.
yeah, so it definitely it varies a lot with your condition and with your illness, and even from day to day. There's some days that I'm out fine and walking with my family, and other days that I can't get out of bed or I can't walk and talk. So it changes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
wow. And it's great that you found essential oils to help you along that journey.
yeah,
Just to help assist you. But I'd love to go into more about essential oils because even myself, I probably didn't get too much into them just not too long before I met you, sorry. I had been a bit, health conscious on my journey, but I always thought oils were a bit okay. I feel like I need to know a lot about oils to implement them into my day, if that makes sense.
yeah.
So I'd love for you to let's talk about what are the benefits of essential oils.
They are endless. Like, I know that sounds really cheesy, but it amazes me every day. I'll learn something new about, a different ailment, or, a different, um, way that you can clean your house, or help
Mm.
your garden with essential oils. And that's
Oh,
what I love.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. And it's like, I mean, they're from nature. So like, it's just
Oh, that's
everyone.
true. Yeah.
Yeah, like, it amazes me that everyone knows the benefit of eating fruit and vegetables and nourishing their body with good diet. And it's basically still giving back to our body things from nature. So I love that. And I use it for a range of different things. And one of the main things, and there's a huge science behind essential oils and lifting your vibrational frequency. So
Mm.
if I'm having a tough day, then I know there's specific oils with a high vibrational frequency that can help give me a boost, whether it be physically or whether it be mentally. And
Yeah.
they can be used on the whole family as well. Like I know you use them on your boys, and I've got a 7-year-old, and she has grown up
That's
using essential
amazing.
oils. I love it. Like
Yeah.
I love that
Wow.
we're teaching them like the importance of self-care from such a young age, and that it can be simple for them and it can be so beneficial for them. So
Yeah.
um, yeah, and the other thing that I know for my illness is that I find it so beneficial that I can use them throughout the day only when I need to. Like it doesn't need to be something that I have to use every single day or every single set time. And it can just help support me either in conjunction with other treatments or instead of other treatments. So,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
that's something I
And
enjoy.
yeah, that's what I love about it too, is just how, like, once you get your head around it, like, I started off with 1 or 2. I think my biggest things were immunity at the time, like having small kids.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think that that's every mum's, worry, especially now during
Oh,
these
yeah.
times.
Yeah.
So mine was immunity. So I started with 1 or 2, and the boys have grown up with it too. Like they know now when they wake up, I roll on the soles of their feet before they go to kinder. Or even bedtime, we diffuse as well. They know they love to help me with the oils and put it in their diffuser. So I think it's just, yeah, just for them to be aware that there are different ways that you can look after your health,
Yeah,
um,
totally.
which I think is so important.
Yes.
Um, yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, yeah, it amazes me, and the tools that we're like giving our children to grow up with is
Yeah,
so beneficial for them because they're going to be so much more conscious and um,
yeah,
aware, and also like using those tools that can help them live a low tox lifestyle, which we all
100%,
want to gain
100%.
and practice. Yeah,
Yeah, see, one thing I haven't started with the boys, well, only Leo, because he started to, you know, get mad. When they go into that phase where they get mad or they get upset and they just don't know how to deal with their emotions that are coming through and stuff. So I really want to teach like calming, introduce calming oils to him and just teach him all of that. I haven't gotten to that point yet, but I'm sure you do that with, like, Bella does that now, like the whole
yes,
calming thing. I know we were talking about it before we started recording.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, and it can be in conjunction with, with your usual daily practices as well. Like, you may want to introduce a calming oil to him and then you could sit and do like a quick meditation or something
mm,
like that. And it's nice. And it's something that like, of course using the safety of the essential oils, it's something that then they can just grab and pop on throughout the day if,
mm.
if they're noticing those emotions as well, which is nice.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
So, I know we spoke a little bit about it, but how can you implement oils into your daily life to support the health of, you or your family? If there's someone that's listening that wants to incorporate it, like, do you want to share the ways that maybe you implement them
Yeah, of
into
course.
your daily life?
So I love that they can support my physical and my mental health, whatever I'm needing assistance with throughout the day, just so easily. So, like for example, grabbing an essential oil roller bottle or a spray, and if you're starting to feel anxious or if you're starting to feel like you need a little mood boost, just popping those oils on and really appreciate them and stopping and having a smell. And,
Mm,
it's something that's so easy, it only takes a couple of minutes, but yet so beneficial because then they can stay in your system for a while. I love as well that. Uh, because the essential oils have such a variety of uses, as I mentioned before, you can implement it by switching out things like your cleaning products and
Mm.
different supplements that you may have reached for before, and switch them out with essential oils. There's so much research out there from trusted companies to help people do that if they're unsure. Because I know at the moment a lot of people are still unsure, and I don't want them to be scared about it, but just to embrace it and and learn, the tools that they can grab throughout the day. And whether it be starting like with diffusing, like you do with your boys, or using them topically.
Yeah.
Like one of the easy ways that we first implemented them with my 7-year-old is as part of her nighttime routine, because she was having
Mm.
issues with sleeping. So she got into a routine that she knew at nighttime before cleaning her teeth. She would go and put her sleepy time roller on and her
Mm.
immune boosting support roller on. And that's just part of her routine. So that they can be so easy to implement, which I love, because we are, such a busy lifestyle, and we want things that are
Mm.
accessible and convenient and affordable. And that's, I think that's so important.
I love how you said that you can just roll it on and just, you know, take a sniff and like I feel like that's what I sometimes you just need that during the day, especially if
Yeah.
you're homeschooling like you mentioned, you're ramping up the essential oils.
Yes.
Um, being around the kids, but it's just so easy to implement. And you know what? There's still like I haven't explored the whole using them in cleaning products yet. Um, I'd love to. I just feel like I need to know a little bit more about it.
Yeah. 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 And
Um,
and I mean, we all have our own expertise. I wouldn't know as much about nutrition as what you do. So yeah, so I think the curiosity that people are starting to have is really really awesome.
yeah, 100%. Because you see it everywhere now. And, why not find a different way to look after your health? With everything that's going on. Like, let's try a natural way, or even just, if people are feeling stressed or anxious or
Yeah.
frustrated, just taking that deep breath and inhaling that essential oil, just like you said, changes your mood, changes your frequency. I love how you said that. I never thought of it like that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I have a blog about it on my website,
oh,
actually, about
I'll
how
have to give it a read.
yes, yeah, yeah.
100%. Oh, so good. So is there
Yeah.
anything that you would love to add or share about essential oils that we may have missed out on?
I think it's really valuable for people to just to ensure that they're getting their essential oils from a trusted source. So I'm not
Mm,
definitely not saying it needs to be from me, but just to ensure that they're using pure quality essential oils, because that makes a massive amount of difference. So the ones that I use, for example, they have no fillers and they have no extra chemicals and whatnot, because you know, part of the reason to use essential oils is to stop using all those nasties in our
mm,
bodies and
yeah,
disrupting our endocrine system. So, um,
yes.
yeah, just ensuring that you're using quality essential oils, and to the right dilution as well, because they are. I know they're natural, but they can be very, very potent. So, it's always a great step to either purchase them already made to apply to your skin, or if you're purchasing the bottles of raw material, to make sure that you're mixing it correctly and that you're avoiding different essential oils if you need to.
Yeah,
For example, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, and to avoid those particular oils. So yeah, but not to be I love it when people are curious and they go out and read blogs and
yeah.
and learn about them, because it blows my mind. Like when I'm studying, it just blows my mind about the different things that it can do to your body and mind, and how much they can benefit your life, and just so easily as well.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I know a few of, like, what you were talking about, like, how long it stays in your system,
Yeah,
and all of that stuff, and it's just crazy to think that, something that's so natural
yeah,
can help in just such a big, big way. Um, so, oh, I love that. Oh, that's
yeah.
awesome. So, I love to end the show with a question. So if someone is interested in working with oils and they want to start today, where where should they start? Like, is there a particular blend that they should start with, or maybe start with one? What do you recommend?
So I recommend looking at the ailment that you're trying to support, and then finding the best oils for that. So for example, I know a lot of people at the moment are homeschooling and might be getting stressed for that, but also may need support in concentration for that. So
Mm,
finding oils and blends that can help with the stress and anxiety, and help boost your concentration and focus. And if someone's in pain, finding oils and finding products that can assist with that. So generally, look at what you're wanting to address, and then find something to help support that. And if you're unsure, like, just talking to the supplier of the oils, and saying, this is what I want to help with. What can you suggest? Which is, I think, is really, really good. Just asking those questions, and you know waiting
yeah,
to see what advice you're provided with.
100%. And I think also just be curious, because you never know if you don't ask, or if you don't
Yeah.
try. And if you don't try too. I'm so glad I tried when I did.
Yes.
Just always trying things that are new. Um, I think that that's just the way to go. Just throw yourself in.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. And I think as well, some people do get cautious because they go out and purchase, like, 20 different bottles,
Oh, yeah.
and then it's a big cost, but then also they don't know what to do with it. They don't
It's
know
an
how to mix
overwhelm.
them. It
Yeah,
is. It
100%.
is. So
And then they
that's
just stay in the cupboard.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, all that money in the cupboard. Um, I love that. One of the reasons why I started my business is to help people like that don't have the time,
Yeah.
or don't have the knowledge, or don't have the money to go and buy all those oils that do then stick in the cupboard. Like,
Yeah.
so find someone that you can trust, and that can support your needs, and can have something ready made, because like I mentioned before, we live in a world where we want convenience. So
Yeah.
having something already made to apply on your skin or spray in the air is just such a benefit. And then you can grab it, and you can have it easily accessible throughout the day when you're needing that support.
Yep. You don't even have to think.
Yeah,
Just do
yeah, yeah.
it.
That's right.
Oh, well, thank you so much for coming on the show, Kristen. It's just always so lovely chatting with you. I feel like we can just chat for
I
hours.
know we could.
It's just
We
so
could.
nice. So please share with everyone where they can find you and your oils. Please share.
Sure, sure. So my company is called Bella Oils. So you can find us on um, Instagram, Bella Oils for Body, Mind and Spirit, and Facebook. We also have a website which lists our stockers. So we have very fortunate to have stockers Australia wide now. Um,
That's awesome.
yeah, it is very, very exciting. And another thing to mention is as well that we don't just have essential oils for humans. We also have a product called Calm Doggy Spray,
Oh,
which
yes,
is
that's right. Yes.
yeah, yeah. So that's we started with the humans, and then I thought, hey, why not help dogs too? So um, that one's stocked in a lot of pet stores throughout Australia as well, which is really exciting. Yeah, so you can find us throughout you know, so many avenues, and we also post Australia wide and have afterpay, and and I'm so approachable as well. Like, I get a lot of questions from potential customers about what the best blend is for them, or what the most economical way to purchase their items are, and that's great. Like, I love connecting with customers, so it's nice.
Awesome. Well, all of that information will be in the show notes, as well as a special offer that Kristen has for everybody. So make sure that you check that out. But yes, always so lovely chatting.
Thank
And thank you so
you.
much for sharing your story and your wisdom around essential oils. Yeah, I think it's definitely something that you should give a go if you're looking for a natural way to look after your health, and definitely reach out to Kristen. She's so lovely. She's the one that helped me with everything. So definitely reach out.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It's been lovely to be on your podcast. I'm so excited for you.